All right, good morning. Welcome to Neighborhood Loans Studio. I'm your host, Andrew Augustiniak. If you follow my YouTube channel or Toby's YouTube channel, we're doing a little collab today. We want to do a fun video of like a Q&A session where we just throw questions back and forth with each other, real estate related, and just kind of random questions in the real estate industry. So we have a list here. We'll kind of go back and forth, and we just wanted to have a fun video. So with that being said, okay, Toby, are you seeing more cash buyers in the luxury market, or are high-end clients still financing, and why? I have an answer to this from my perspective, but I want to hear your perspective.
So, I closed a deal on the 3rd that's cash, and it's not a true, it depends where your location-wise luxury. It's a $700,000 one, but still it's a $700,000 cash, purchase. And so I'm finding more of those right now on all levels, luxury and not luxury, because people don't want to deal with the interest rates. So the buyers are kind of slow out there. We don't have a ton. I feel a lack of buyers. So the ones that are out there, they're looking at cash.
So it's interesting from a lending standpoint. What we see is a lot of people don't realize, a lot of high net worth people don't realize that there's financing options for them, including,
that's what I was curious about. Like, what would they do? What's the best thing for them to do?
So, like, you have high net worth people who make a good amount of money, who have businesses, who write off everything. Well, a lot of people can't get finance for traditional financing. They might go to their bank. They might have a business that makes, $2.5 million a year, but they write off everything. So, that traditional bank's going to look at their tax returns and be like, oh, on paper, you don't make that much.
Right.
Well, so what we found is a lot of high net worth people are, once they hear that we have loans aimed at self-employed borrowers that go off their bank statements, their revenue from the company, a P&L, whatever that may be, where we have loans that don't go off their tax returns, because ultimately self-employed business owners are trying to save money on taxes. But that
we
makes
have a
it
lot
hard.
Of deductions.
That makes it harder for them to actually get a loan. Well, they don't know that we have loans that go off that revenue. So what we've actually found is, those loans do carry slightly higher interest rates because we're going off the bank statements. But we've had probably an increase by 4x the amount of high net worth business owners using our self-employed aimed loans to purchase homes in the $1 million+ range.
So is that because these type of loans are more popular now and they weren't offered as much, or is it because of another reason?
It's because, two reasons, and they kind of coincide. They weren't as popular because interest rates were lower, therefore it was easier to qualify.
You just might as well get the conventional.
Yes.
Yeah.
And prices were lower.
Yeah.
So now things are higher priced, higher rates, so they need more income to qualify, as opposed to when rates are, at 2.9%, a payment on a $500,000 house is not that much.
Right.
Therefore, you don't need that much income to qualify. Now you have prices and interest rates higher, so it becomes harder to qualify the traditional route. That's where the self-employed are okay with financing, because they don't want to have to go buy it cash. They need financing.
They want to keep their funds.
And so naturally, it's become more popular because of those reasons.
Well, I can see that, so I have another one that's under contract right now, and they're the same way. He has the cash to buy the house, but he wants to hold on to it. And so he wanted to know the cheapest thing he could put down on it, because he would rather have the payment and hold on to his cash right now.
Yeah.
So why do you think that is?
Because ultimately, like, putting a lot more money down on a mortgage does not make that much of a difference in payment. And people want the tax write-offs, whether it's mortgage interest, anything along those lines of, like, why use your cash when you're probably not going to have that loan for long. Let the financing work itself out. When rates go down, you can refinance. But ultimately, like, even for the couple buying a $600,000 home, I was asked yesterday, hey, what if we put like $15,000 more down into the loan? And my immediate answer is like, that would never make sense. Now,
it doesn't make any difference.
And people think like when you're buying a car, $10,000, $15,000.
Oh, it's going to make a difference on a car.
Could make a few $100 difference. It's worth it. On a home, a $10,000 to $15,000 additional down payment makes your mortgage payment change $75, if that.
Yeah.
So it's like, why put $10,000 to $15,000 more of liquid cash. That's probably more
Right.
usable in your bank account for a situation, for a house improvement,
Right.
for
I was going to say
furniture.
house improvement. I think if you put $15,000 into the house, you're helping your equity more than you would that $15 a month you're saving.
Yeah,
Right?
it's like it would. I mean, $15,000 in your house. Let's say it's $75. It's probably somewhere
75.
around there.
What did I say? 15. Yes. 75.
$15,000 divided by 75 is 200. Divided by 12, you don't make that break even is 16 years.
Yeah. See,
So why put that extra money
makes
into
no
it?
sense. I would rather have the renovation or the upgrade.
Correct.
Yeah.
Get the asset with as little down as possible, and let equity grow over time. Let interest rates do what they want to do. So that's why.